We don't even feel the raindrops because it is wonderful to have this woman here with us, Kerry Washington. She has written a brave new memoir. It is called Thicker Than Water. We had a really special conversation that aired last night. So many folks responding. Still got stuff to talk about.
Yes.
Please welcome author Kerry Washington to Good Morning America.
Thank you guys.
Oh, two authors over there are even clapping for you over there. How are you? Oh, I almost said, how are you? And
No,
I forgot.
I told you I'm okay with that now.
But what are your emotions right now, knowing that people, because you were always so fiercely private and sharing as much as you have, your emotions this morning?
I am feeling so grateful to you and your team. I watched last night with my parents, my husband and my parents. We all watched together. We had like a little slumber party. And at every commercial break, we were like high-fiving each other and just saying how grateful we are that we get to tell our story in this way and that you handled it with so much kindness and compassion. You asked the hard questions, you went to the hard places, but I felt really safe with you. And I'm so grateful.
I wanted to give you that safe space because I know how important it was to you, because you could have before spoken and you never wanted to because of who you are and being famous. You never wanted to use that as a reason to express yourself. That promo that we aired, they kept saying the text message, doom, and everybody wanting to hear it, and then to hear that it was like from your folks saying we need to talk and telling you that your dad is not your biological father. How are they doing, knowing that more people are now aware of this?
Yeah, it's a big shift for our family, but we've also had many years to acclimate to this information and to move closer to each other. And I think because we've been in this process of really just being closer with each other and in more truth and more love and more intimacy. So we're all feeling really good, feeling very free, feeling very excited to not have to keep any secrets anymore.
I can see that light in your eyes. I really can. Thicker Than Water.
Yes.
Love the title.
Thank you.
Love the name. Explain to folks again what you mean by thicker than water.
One of the things I say in the book is that we always say that blood is thicker than water, but I think that love is thicker than blood. And that's one of the big kind of awakenings that we've had in our family, is the reality that we're family because we're family. Nothing is ever going to change the fact that my dad is my dad. You know, after we watched the special, we all stood up and did like a big family hug, the four of us. And I just thought, wow, how far we've come from them being so afraid to tell me this thing to me finding out and having all my feelings. But we're such a unit now.
And the reaction has been, I mean, people are just, they're saying they're in awe of you. They're so grateful for your vulnerability. And the reason that you want to do this, because you also talk about in the book, we didn't get into it last night, your miscarriage. We did discuss about the abortion. And I was really struck, Kerry, by what you wrote. You said, we are as sick as our secrets, and there is healing in community. So what do you hope that people can take away that can help them in their lives by you sharing so much?
I think sometimes we get afraid to be our authentic selves because we think it will cost us the relationships that matter most. And I think what is true for me in this experience is that there may be some relationships that aren't able to make room for all of who you really are, but the ones that really matter, the places where you're going to be loved unconditionally, they can receive those secrets and love you through them and walk together. So I think finding those safe spaces, not everybody has to write a book and tell everybody everything, but finding those safe spaces, whether it's a pastor or a therapist or a spouse or a friend, find places where you can be your full self, because everybody deserves that. Everybody deserves that unconditional love.
You've got to find your community, whatever that community is.
Yes.
I am seeing you in a whole new light now. I mean this in all sincerity. I've been around you for years, but it seems like writing this book has helped you embrace all of who you are.
Yeah, I do. You know, one of the things I feel really grateful for is the risk that my parents took. First of all, you know, back then when they went to a sperm donor, it wasn't as common as it is now. So my parents were brave innovators from the very beginning. And to pull that courage 4 decades later to be able to risk telling me the truth, I just have so much respect for them and so much gratitude, because I do feel like they gave me a pathway back to myself. You know, a pathway to my truth and my ability to be free and be confident, and that our whole family shares that confidence. It's a really exciting time.
I love how you say it's like they took their glasses off, they cleaned them for you and put them back on, and you're like, oh, you can see it.
Now I see. So much stuff makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going on a book tour.
I am.
What are you looking forward with that?
You know, I'm going to be amazing conversations with the people I love most. I wanted to only be talking about this book with people that I love.
Thank you.
So in Washington, D.C., I'm going to be with Tony Goldwyn. In Chicago with Bellamy Young, who was in our special. I'm going to be with Tyler Perry in Atlanta. Just incredible, incredible conversations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Gabrielle Union in L.A. I mean, it's just an amazing list.
Boom, boom, boom. You're just drop and drop. Finally,
yes,
somebody's watching and they're like, I don't know if I can share. I don't know if I can, you know, I'm holding my secret, whatever that is, whatever it is. How do they find the strength to be able to speak their truth and to get on the other side, as your family has done? As you said, for 5 years you've been dealing with this and getting through it,
and
counseling and all that. But what do you say to someone who's
therapy.
watching and going like, I don't know if I can do this?
I would say be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and find some safe spaces, you know? That there's gonna be some discomfort in telling somebody something that you've never shared before, but try to do it in the places where you feel loved, because those people will continue to love you.
Well put, I love how we ended it and how you said you're still gonna take ownership. You're still going to be...
it's still my story.
Yes.
You know, I put this out there in a way because at some point the story was going to get told, and I wanted to make sure that I was telling it because it's my story. So now that I've written a book, it doesn't mean everybody gets to ask me about everything and that I have to share everything all the time. I still get to do this my way, but I get to do it with the spirit of generosity and transparency and not out of fear.
And with grace, as you've always done. And I mean that. So thank you.
Thank you.
The book is out. The audio book, all available tomorrow. And you can stream our full conversation on Hulu. Thank you. Thank you, Kerry. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.